welcome back to the channel. We're doing another action figure unboxing today, and to be perfectly honest, it's actually a double. So I've got two. I'm doing them together because they really just go together. Today's figures are going to be WWE Ultimate Edition, and I'll go ahead and bring them up here so I can show you what we got going. So we've got Ultimate Edition, the Fiend, and Alexa Bliss. And this is the Alexa Bliss version that was aligned with the Fiend when Bray Wyatt was portraying that character. These are definitely not brand new figures. These have been out for a while, but Amazon was priced them to move, and I said, well, let's add them to the Ultimate Edition collection we got going. So without further ado, I'm going to get the camera turned around and get these guys front and center. Alright, so we've got WWE Ultimate Edition The Fiend and Ultimate Edition Alexa Bliss. There's Alexa on the side, and then the side of that one says The Fiend. I'm going to swap them here in a second. Okay, guys, evidently my audio completely crapped out on me. I don't know what happened. I was not in my regular recording place when I did this. I was in a different room, and I thought I had the microphone plugged in, and even if I didn't, my camera should have picked up the audio, and for whatever reason it did not. So I will attempt to voice over this thing and hopefully make this as enjoyable as I possibly can for you guys. Let me make sure while we're looking at the backs of the boxes that my phone is on mute so we don't have any distractions. Obviously, this is the back of the Fiend box. You've got a picture of the Fiend figure up top and a picture of the Fiend down below. I believe it says he is 6'3", from Parts Unknown. His finisher is the Mandible Claw, and his career highlight is the Universal Championship. We will roll this around to get to see the back of Alexa Bliss's box. Here we see she is 5'1". I believe that's what that says. She is from Columbus, Ohio. Her finisher is Twisted Bliss. The career highlights include the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship. And just like the other one, as you can tell, there is a picture of her, picture of Alexa on the bottom of the box, and a picture of the Alexa Bliss figure at the top corner there. Okay, as we're seeing, so far we're just looking at the box. That's the sides. We've already looked at the sides. Back looking at this side of the box, I'm not sure exactly why I'm looking at the back of the Fiend box again. I do not remember. We're looking at doing this voiceover probably, oh my goodness, that was probably 3 weeks ago when I did that. I was just worried that I wasn't getting enough content out, and I wanted to start recording, and I still didn't get the content out. I was having a wild time. A lot of things going on, a lot of things happening, and just didn't have the regular recording studio that we usually use set up. And now we're going to open the box. I'm going to talk about the tape. I do that in most of these Ultimate Edition figures unboxings. I don't have The older Ultimates have less tape, and the newer ones. I mean, the older ones have more tape, and the newer ones have less tape. And this right here, I missed this piece of tape, and I got to get that. So in the newer videos that will come out, there's one more after this one that is done this way, and then they start coming out in a totally different form. I've streamlined it. As you can see on the top and bottom of the box, top says hurt and the bottom says heal. That also says that across his knuckles. But the newer videos, when they come out after this one and the next one, I actually have streamlined the process a little bit better. The videos are looking better, and there's less extras in there. I don't go through the packaging part and the actual crinkling of the plastic and letting you guys suffer through hearing me actually pull the pieces out of the box and that kind of stuff. Any type of packaging that's special edition packaging going forward, I will include that stuff, but all the plastic crinkling and stuff like that I've cut out. Here I'm talking about the accessories. He comes with where you can change him into a leather jacket, and you have to change the arms, which makes it easier, because if you have just that rubbery leather jacket to try to put over those arms, chances are you're going to break them. There's my little snippers that I like to use on those little plastic pieces that hold everything in. I can't stand those things. So now I've got him out. This is how he's shown in the box. I'll just go ahead and spoiler alert here. I do not care for the way he looks this way. I like him better with the leather jacket on, which we're going to go through that process here in a minute and actually put that on. And I like the other head he comes with better. As far as the hands that he comes with goes, they're good to go either way. I think he's got closed fists, and he's got the ones where you could potentially have him hold something. I can't think of what those would actually be called, but I have a lot of trouble in these videos getting the camera to focus. I have actually figured out better in the newer ones on how to get those to focus like they should. So hopefully you will enjoy those better than this one. I hope this one becomes out enjoyable, because the process here is not as... Right now, I am talking about the extra hand. Oh, he does come with the open palm hand. Those are kind of cool just because it shows that hurt and heal that's across the knuckles a little bit better, or across the fingers. Here I'm talking about, I didn't show it very good in the video, but you have to change out the arms to make it look like the leather jacket. Those extra arms actually do match that jacket. And this whatever he's wearing underneath it, it just does not look good in figure form, to be honest. We got this where I believe I'm popping the arms off right now. And then there's my hand, a little shot of that. So yeah, I'm bumping the camera. Oh, that was not fun shooting that in that manner. So here I've popped his arms off to make this little vest part of it much easier to use. That thing, if you're a customizer, would be easily used as a vest, and those arms ignored. So I'm about to, and now I've realized it's going to be, I might as well take that head off because the other head is way better. And I'm about to pop the other one on, but not before I give you an obligatory shot of an armless, headless Fiend in front of the GWP logo. I don't remember what I was saying there. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks. So here's that better head, the one I like a lot more. So we're going to put that one on. And then we'll put the vest portion on. I say vest, it's really just part of the jacket, but it looks like a vest like that. And now we pop the arms on. And those Ultimate Editions, they're so easily, pop the arms on and off. Heads are easily replaced. The hands, I've not once, knock on wood, broke one of them while I was changing anything on them. And even the ones that like don't come with something like that requires you to pop the arms off, the stuff pops off easily, so you don't end up with any issues out of it. So I'm trying to get him posed a little bit like I would like him, and then I'll put him back up on the spinner. Let's see. Turn the spinner on so we can show it off. One thing I did notice, I didn't get him quite into the center like I wanted. If I had him in the center, he would not look like he was taking a big giant circle. He would just be spinning. There's a close-up of that face. That head is so much better in my opinion, just because his mouth is open, so they had to put a little more detail in it. His hair kind of goes over to the side, so the detail on the back showing how the mask is on him is there. I just like the way that one looked a lot better. So that's the way I left him when I put him on. I like that vest being on, or that jacket. Nice leather jacket with some studs and stuff on it. Looks way better than the that black shirt thing he's wearing underneath. So there you go. You can put them hands like that where it shows the hurt and heal. There you go. You see me trying to get him in the center this time. It's much better. Yeah, I was kind of showing this is how his hands are posed. I don't know why I did that, but it is a really cool figure. However, this was not a must-have figure on my list. Had they not been on sale, I would have skipped past these two figures, but I got them for I got both of them together for less than what I usually pay for an Ultimate Edition figure. So, thank you, Amazon. They are cool though. I'd say once I got it out of the box, play with it. I mean, it is a cool figure. I had no issues with the Fiend. I liked the Fiend, but the figure just wasn't something that jumped out at me. A Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, I would have jumped at in a heartbeat. I would have hunted it down relentlessly for that figure in ultimate form. I would love to see them later on do a full set for the Wyatt family in Ultimate Edition form, but I don't know if they'll ever do it. That would be awesome, though. We should be coming close to the end of the the Fiend segment of this particular video, because there's not much else to see on this figure. I'm pointing out the way you can see the mask straps on the back of this one. I just like that. I'm not sure why they made it that way, other than just to show that they did have some detail. But I can tell you here in a second, when I switch to the Alexa Bliss portion, I did forget to show the sayings on the top and bottom of the box. And I can't remember right now where that box is, or I would grab it and tell you now what it says. So, should be switching and starting that portion of this video here in just a few more seconds. We're still looking at the Fiend and enjoying this one. All right. We are now switching to Alexa. I showed a little bit. I was showing the tape on the boxes. Now I've got her out of that and showing the packaging. Kind of going over the accessories. She comes with 2 different shirts and the dress, some extra hands, and an extra head. Got her out of the box. I don't know why I've got her kind of leaning forward on that. This is showing her hands. One of them says pain and one of them says play. I couldn't get it to focus very well. I have mastered the art now of getting them. There you go. Play and pain. I've gotten better at being able to get the camera to focus on what I'm wanting it to. There's the extra head. And I believe I end up switching to this head, and that's what head I've got on her on my current shelf currently. It's the way I've got her displayed. And that's there's the pink shirt. That was first was the dress, and there's the black shirt. I'm not 100% sure why they included the black shirt. I don't know if they felt like they just didn't have her enough accessories or something. That pose right there is what we're going to go for. We're going to get that. I'm going to get that pink shirt on and the dress, and then work on getting her hands in that pose. That's that's the next part of the video here that you're going to see. There you go. Nailed it, I have to say. So there's not going to be, I'll just go ahead and let you know now. There's not going to be any portion where I take all that back off and put the black shirt on. I guess I could. That's the one. That's a neat thing about this Alexa Bliss figure is you've got her ring gear underneath all that. You've got that pose. You've got where she can come out with that and a black shirt, or just the black shirt over her ring gear, or just a pink shirt over her ring gear, or just that little dress thing over her ring gear. She does have a buttload of options when it comes to how to display her. So it's kind of interesting. We'll get her back up on the pedestal here in a second. I know now the extra extra set of hands she comes with. I didn't use on her because on the sides where it says play and pain, it doesn't show up as well because they're more curved hands instead of like flat out palm like these are. So on the curved ones, one side it comes out really good, and the other side you can't read the word. So this set of hands you can read the word on both sides. So I just stuck with that. And here I'm going to put the Fiend up here with her, and you can see he is 6'3". She is 5'1", which puts him a foot and 2 inches taller than her. Which I believe definitely shows up there in scale when they're standing back to back. Looks really cool. Let's see. I have no idea what all I'm talking about at this portion of the video. I wish I knew what happened to the audio on that. Should be coming to a close though. There's that hand I was talking about, and yeah, it's the hand for holding objects of some sort. So it wasn't as important to have that hand. Here's the other side. I think this is the side that you can't read. I don't know if it's going to focus on it. There it is. So that side says play, the other side says pain. But I can't. It's they're not near as legible as this set of hands that I've left on her. So, and then of course, his hands say hurt and heal. There's that black shirt I was talking about, and I didn't use it in the video. I don't have it where I'm using it on my shelf. So either way it goes, it's just not something I planned on using. So while I'm showing off that black shirt, I'm going to go ahead and start ending this video. I do appreciate you guys for staying with me as long as you have. If you stayed this long through this video, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. And tune in every Sunday for the podcast. And that's going to do it. GWP out.